Students, in this class we are going to discuss about the mechanism of photosynthesis. In the previous class I explained introduction of photosynthesis. So now let us take the mechanism of photosynthesis. A scientist called as F.F. Blackman. He identified two phases or in photosynthesis. So one phase is the light reaction or light phase, and second phase is the dark phase. Light phase and the dark phase, that is photosynthetic process involves two phases, light phase and the dark phase. So dark means it doesn't represent that light it takes place during the dark period, that is a night period. It represents that light is not essential for this. So as all of you know, photosynthesis occurs during daytime only, but here dark is there, so you may confuse. Dark means it may occur during the night, but that is wrong concept. Dark means it doesn't involve the light, it does not utilizes the sunlight for this process. So sunlight is utilized during the light phase. For the dark phase, light is not useful, so that's why it is named as the dark phase. These two phases in the photosynthesis were first time identified by a scientist called F.F. Blackman. Then let us take what are the events of light phase. What are the events of light phase? Events means what occurs during the light phase. What are the events? The first event, that is the first thing, is cyclic and non-cyclic electron transport occurs during the light reaction. Cyclic and non-cyclic electron transport occurs with the help of different electron carriers. Cyclic and non-cyclic electron transport occurs during the light phase. Okay. The next one, simultaneously, that is while the electron transport is occurring, simultaneously cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation also occurs. Photophosphorylation. What is photophosphorylation? We'll discuss later. Photophosphorylation. Cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation occurs. So when non-cyclic electron transport is occurring simultaneously, what happens? Photolysis of water, that is splitting of water molecule. In the previous class we studied breakdown of water in the presence of sunlight is called as photolysis. So photolysis of water occurs, that is splitting of water molecule occurs. Then this results, that is a breaking of water in the presence of sunlight, results in the evolution of oxygen. Okay, evolution of oxygen. Oxygen is released during this process. And assimilatory power. What is assimilatory power? ATP and NADP H plus H plus. Synthesis of ATP and NADP H plus H plus also occurs during the light reaction. These two together called as what? Assimilatory power. So in the previous class I explained about reducing power. Protons and electrons together called as reducing power, whereas this ATP and NADP H plus together called as assimilatory power. One of the important word that you have to remember. These are the events of light reaction. So what happens in light reaction? During light reaction, cyclic and non-cyclic electron transport. Cyclic and non-cyclic electron transport. Then cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. So simultaneously while the electron transport is occurring, photophosphorylation means ATP synthesis also occurs. Then breakdown of water molecule occurs during the non-cyclic electron transport, that we'll discuss. Then during the photolysis of water, evolution of oxygen also occurs. And main point is assimilatory power is also synthesized during the light reaction. Then what is assimilatory power? ATP and NADP H plus together called as assimilatory power. ATP and NADP H plus. As you know, ATP, adenosine triphosphate, it is